Hi everyone, George here, and it's really exciting to bring you another video from the GFS Gallery. This video is mainly going to focus on an update of my Aquascaper 1200, but I'm also going to give you some updates about the gallery in general and some new aquascapes coming soon. So really hope you enjoy this one, guys. Please watch it all the way through to the end. I've got a really important question for you, of course. If you're new to the channel, then consider subscribing and hitting that bell, and you'll get notified every time I upload a new aquascaping related video. So quick update on the Fluvial Flex. Some of you may have seen the step-by-step tutorial that I made. I'll leave a link up there. If you've not seen it yet, a beginner guide on exactly how I aquascape this, went through all the plants, the whole process. So do check it out if you've not seen it yet. This is home to my pet Betta fish. His name's Nimrod. He's over a year old now, and I was interested to know kind of how long these fish tend to live for. Let me know in the comments, how long have you known Betta's lived for? I'm hoping we can enjoy him for a good while yet. So all the plants are growing well. The Halanthian tenellum is starting to send out runners. There is some die off, so it'll be interesting to know how it fares in the long term. Tommy's here. Hello, Tommy. We love Tommy, don't we? You see Nimrod? See? It's Nimrod. Happy with the progress. The Hygrophila Simensis 53B will need trimming back soon. It's a lot of it is reaching the surface. Nimrod's super happy in there. He's got this whole tank to himself, 15 gallons or 57 litres. Water quality's tip top. I'm doing at least 50% water change in there every week. Good filtration, ideal temperature, good plant growth. What's not to love? This is my Oase Highline 175. You can check out an entire playlist dedicated to this, how I set it up, how I chose the fish, how I maintain it, etc. Home to my Malawi cichlids. Love this aquarium, low maintenance. I try to do, if I'm at home, I do 2 water changes on this. There's no plant growth for nutrient export, so it's important to keep that water fresh with large, frequent water changes. They are messy fish. It is filtered with a Oase Biomaster Thermo 350, so powerful filtration. And yeah, the fish, they're great quality, they're growing really well, showing great colours. And it's just a really nice aquascape where you can enjoy a fish tank rather than a planted tank. So again, really happy with the progress on this one. Some of you recognise this, the Aquascaper 600. As you can see, it's empty, ready for a new scape. Excited to be able to create something new. I'm not going to particularly step out of my comfort zone for this one. This is more to do with material for the book that I'm writing on aquascaping. If you didn't know, I'm writing a book, step-by-step kind of practical guide. Excited about this, obviously, and I'll let you know more details as I know when it's going to be published, etc. One of the great things about the gallery and having multiple aquariums is that I can create new content for the channel, of course, for you guys, but also create step-by-step practical guides for the book I'm writing as well. So with that in mind, I'm going to create an iwagumi. Really simple. I'm thinking 3 stones, nice bold hardscape of rocks. If you didn't know what iwagumi is, it is a rock garden basically. Super simple aquascape, 3 big rocks, carpeting plant, 1 or 2 species of fish, or probably 1 species of display fish and some algae eaters. And let me know in the comments, guys, any ideas for a kind of minimalist iwagumi. What would you want to see? Is there anything I've created already that you want me to kind of redo, or do you want me to go completely in a new direction? But I am definitely going to go down that minimalist iwagumi route. So let me know in the comments what kind of thing you'd like to see. So as promised, big update on the 1200. Have to say it is looking really nice, even if I do say so myself. So pleased that the algae has almost completely subsided. There's just background levels in there, which you'd expect with most kind of heavily planted aquariums. Certainly the nuisance algae has completely disappeared. So I'll put that down to a combination of the big water changes, religious fertilisation, absolutely consistently every day using my D&D dosing pump, which is all controlled by my phone, which I talked about on a previous video. I've got some algae eaters in there now, so I've got an army of amano shrimp and the nearite snails. So impressed with the nearite snails. They're keeping these rocks absolutely pristine. I've not touched them at all. Normally I would be cleaning the rocks with a toothbrush now and again, but absolutely no need for that. So really happy. I think the biggest influence on this algae control has been the rapid growth of the fast growing stem plants. As you can see, the background is now dominated by a mixture of the Heteranthera zostifolia, Limnophila hyperoides, Hygrophila siamensis 53B. I've also added a couple more pots of trident fern just because I love trident fern so much. And the carpeting plant, you can see it's almost a full carpet already. This is a mixture of the Helanthrium tenellum and Eleocharis mini. All the plants are from Tropica, except for the Heteranthera. Oh, and there's some Rotala indica. This is turning into its submerged form now. I'll get a close-up of that for you because it's absolutely beautiful. The fish are so happy in here. I really like this community vibe that's going on. I'm normally more of a fan of a single species of display fish or 1 or 2 species of display fish. I think I've got 4 or 5 in here. But because of the complexity of the scape, you know, there's so many textures and colours going on, I think we can get away with a similar kind of balance in terms of how many fish species we can stock. So it doesn't look out of place, you know, having this complex mix of textures and colour. Oh, and I have some super exciting news. The pair of opistogrammas, which are actually offspring from parents that I kept months ago in my 600, they have babies. So I'll try and get a close-up of them for you. If I have to, I'll use my phone. But super happy, always happy to be able to, you know, bring new fish into the world. I think it's a really rewarding part of the hobby. Not much more to tell you. There has been a couple of drawbacks. The Cryptocorini pink panther has melted right back. I don't know if it's going to recover or not. It depends on how healthy that rootstock is. It's not really affected the aquascape so much. There's so much shells going on there, so many textures, so many colours, so much movement. I don't think the aquascape is much worse off for losing the pink panther. Let me know what you think. Do you think I should really try get some more pink panther in there? Let me know in the comments. So really happy with this one. It is a little bit different to my usual style of scaping. I don't normally go so kind of chaotic with so many stem plants, but I really love it. I sit quite regularly on the sofa behind the camera and I'll just sit there and zone out and really relax and watch the aquascape, watch the fish going about their business, and actually really enjoying the hobby, not just, you know, focusing on creating content or maintaining the tanks, actually being a consumer of aquascaping rather than a creator or a maintainer. And I think this is a really important part of the hobby. You know, don't forget to enjoy it and sit back and chill out and look at your aquascapes and don't be too critical of it. Just accept it for what it is. It might not be perfect. There's always room for improvement, but just live for that moment. Look at its strengths and just enjoy those. And you know, that's one of the most beautiful parts of the hobby, is to try and enjoy it, get that therapeutic value from it, that enrichment. Moving forward, I'm going to have to tame the plants. The Heteranthera is a weed. It's going to have to be trimmed back. There is some super pale growth on the Hygrophila, so I might have to up the liquid fertilizer dosing to maintain this rich green colour. Interesting learning point there, actually. The faster growing your plant is, the more you should pay attention to those faster growers, because they're like an indicator plant. If they start to go pale, that means you've got a lack of nutrients, and you can use that. The other plants might not be going so pale because they don't grow so quickly. So by keeping an eye on the fastest growing, by dosing enough nutrients to keep them super rich and green, you can guarantee that all your other plants will have more than enough nutrients. So I really hope you enjoyed that one, guys. I'll end up with a load of cinematic footage from all of the scapes with some nice music. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Coming up to 100,000 subscribers in the next month or two. Got a really great giveaway for you. I'll announce that nearer the time, but do subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and leave me a comment. I asked you a few questions throughout the video, so just answer any of those questions. I always read your comments and I try to reply to as many of you as I can. Hopefully you know that by now. And I love rambling. You take care, keep on scaping. Cheerio.